How's it going, everybody? Todd Ortowski, your health and fitness specialist here with another home workout you can do with using nothing but a band, an anchor, and a chair. We're going to do today 2 circuits. Each circuit is about 3 to 4 sets depending on what you could do, and we're going to jump right into that first exercise. So first exercise today, we're going to do seated band rows. So with a band, okay, I got my band right here. With a seated band row, you're going to have a seat. You're going to wrap the band around your feet. Try to get it around the arch of the foot. You're going to spread your legs a little bit. Now, the further you have your feet together, the easier it's going to be. The further apart it is, the harder it's going to be. Now, you can do a row from right here, like this, but if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, if you cross the bands, that's going to give you a little bit more resistance as well. So you're going to pull back, bring those hands right towards your shoulders, keep the head up, chest out, and shoulders back. You don't want to roll forward like this. So go pull, squeeze the shoulders back, and release. Squeeze and release. Now right there, we're trying to work primarily the rhomboids, which is right back here, the rear deltoids, and the biceps. So those are the areas I want you to focus in on. So on that, we're looking for about 15 reps on each. Okay? Next exercise, we're going to do push-ups with a band. So this one's a little new. We're going to bring the band behind you. You'll hold on to the band, not the handles itself. And you'll put the band, I'm going to walk up real close so you can see, right there in that little crack right in the heel of the hand, right there. You're going to come down and you're going to extend your arms all the way out, so there should be tension at the end. Put your hands on the ground, anchoring down the band. You're going to do your push-up from right here. So traditional push-up, keep the elbows in close to your sides, down, and up. Now, the nice thing about this is where push-up is typically hardest is at the bottom. And that's where you have the least amount of resistance. The resistance gets harder as you push up and as you have more power and more strength. So this one, we're going to be working our chest, our anterior deltoid, and our triceps. So that's the area you want to focus in on there. So again, same thing. We're going to be doing about 15 reps for that set and do about 3 to 4 sets. Next one, we're going to do reverse crunches with an anchored band. So this one's a little different as well. You're going to anchor your band to your door or to an anchor point, whatever you have. You can wrap around a sturdy table. You scoot back till we have a little bit of resistance on the band. Now this one, I would typically use a green band. For the last 2, I typically use a black or a blue band, depending on how strong you are. So this one, you're going to lean back, you put the band over your feet, This one we're going to do reverse crunches. So keep your abs tight. Even right here, I've really got to contract my abs because I'm holding my legs up and I've got some tension on there. You're going to pull in and out. Keeping those toes pulled up towards you. So you keep that band in place. Okay, right there. Trying to rock those hips up off the floor if you can. So those are reverse crunches. Again, aiming for about 15 reps on that. The next one, we're going to do airplane cobras. So you're going to pull back to where you have some tension on the band. You're going to come down onto your stomach. You extend your arms out and legs out. You lift your arms and legs up off the floor, and then keep your palms facing together. You're going to pull back, all the way back as far as you can, and together. Pull and together. Keep those arms and head up the whole time. If that's too challenging, you can actually do it as a row. So you pull back and down. That'll make it a little easier. So in that one, you should feel that all the way down your whole back. You should feel it right between the shoulders, the rear deltoids, the mid-trapezius, the erector spinae, the glutes, the hamstrings, all the way down. It's a great exercise. All right, and last one, we're going to do single leg squats with assistance. So this is where the only one we're going to use our chair for today. Okay, I'm going to pull my bench over. Now this one, I would use a heavier band. So last one we used a green band. You can use a green, yellow. maybe a red, depending on how heavy the resistance is on your bands. This one I would use a heavier resistance. I use blue or black. You're gonna sit down in the chair. You're gonna keep one leg up, the other leg planted on the floor. You're gonna hit just a little bit of resistance here, just enough to help keep you balanced and keep you stable. You're gonna stand up, and then slow control back down. Up, and down. Now, you should be able to do this even without a band, once you get good with it, okay? The band is just there to have a little bit more stability, a little bit more support, so that and a little bit more control. So you can really focus in on working the muscle we're trying to work, which is the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, as opposed to just getting through the range of motion. Now, if that's still too hard for you, a couple ways you can change this up. So instead of having that foot all the way out, you can bring the heel down to the floor. And that adds a little bit more support. Or you can stagger stance. So you've got the weight primarily on the back leg, with just a little bit of support on the front leg, up and down, okay? But again, ultimately, you want to keep as much weight on that standing leg as you can and control it down. You don't want to plop down. So that's our first circuit. So a quick run through. We're going to do the seated band rows. So you're going to sit down, pulling with the band, with it wrapped around your feet. You're going to do the push-ups with the band wrapped around your back. You're going to do the reverse crunches, so with the band wrapped around your feet, pulling your knees up towards you. The airplane cobras with the band, so you're laying on your stomach, pulling back, keep that back arch, and then the single leg squats. So we're going to do 15 on one side, 15 on the other side. So that's our first circuit. We're going to do that 3 to 4 times, depending on what you can do. Okay? Now we're going to move into the second circuit. So the first one, we're going to do curtsy squats or curtsy lunge with a band. So with this one, so a typical curtsy squat, let me show you this, or a curtsy lunge. You're going to stand on one leg. You're going to bring the other leg behind you, coming down nice and low, bending your back knee. Keep your weight primarily on that front leg, and then step right back up. So it's down and up. So with this one, you're going to feel this in the quads. You're going to feel this a lot in the IT band and the glutes right here. Okay. Now, we got a little bit of a twist to it by adding a band. So you're going to step on the band with your front foot. You're going to bring the band up, holding it around your shoulders. And now you're going to do your curtsy lunge. So you're going to step back, down, and up. Keeping the weight of the front foot on the heel. So that knee should stay behind your toe. You're going to do about 15 on one side, and you're going to switch and do the exact same thing on the other side. 15 on the other side. Right there. Kicking that leg out to the side as far as you can. Okay? So that's our curtsy lunge, curtsy squat. Then we've got mountain climbers. So with mountain climbers, you'd be on your hands and on your feet. You'll alternate, just like this. If you go a little faster, great. Keeping your abs tight, pulling those abs in, pulling the belly button in towards your spine. So we're really going to get that core on that one. Last one, also working core, we're going to get a lot of legs as well. We're going to do burpees with no push-up on this one. So right here, you're going to come down, jump back, jump in, jump up. But when you jump up, you want to cushion. So if you see, I landed soft. It's like a spring. You don't want to land hard like that. Okay? So it's right there, just like that. Okay, on that one, same thing. We're looking for 15. So, as a quick recap on that circuit, we got the curtsy lunge with the band. So holding the band, wrap it around your shoulders, swinging that leg back and up. 15 on one side, 15 on the other side. Then we got the mountain climbers. Alternating legs, right there. And then burpee with no push-up. Down and up. 15 on each, 3 sets. 3 to 4 sets, depending on what you can do. So, get ready for your workout, have fun. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know on this. I'll be happy to respond back to you. Have a great day, guys.